Make sure your name and period is on the quiz. Number 1. Which organism is a producer or autotroph? Number 2. Name 2 primary consumers. Number 3. Name 1 predatory-prey relationship. Number 4. Name 1 consumer-producer relationship. Number 5. If the mouse were removed from the food web, which organism would be affected the most? Number 6. The drawing shows a single cell. Which of the following describes the main function of the organelle labeled X? A. Storage. B. Reproduction. C. Energy transformation. Or D. Site of photosynthesis. Number 7. Which of the following is the least complex level of organization in the human body? F. Organ. G. Cell. H. System. Or J. Tissue. Number 8. The process of photosynthesis. F. Transforms radiant energy into kinetic energy. G. Transforms potential energy into kinetic energy. H. Transforms radiant energy into chemical energy. Or J. Transforms chemical energy into thermal energy. Number 9. Mitochondria use nutrients to create energy used by cells and organisms to function and maintain homeostasis. Which of the following best describes an energy transformation that occurs during this process? F. Chemical energy becomes thermal energy. G. Thermal energy becomes chemical energy. H. Light energy becomes chemical energy. J. Chemical energy becomes light energy. Number 10. Use the image below to answer questions 9 through 10. Based on your knowledge of how the sun's energy flows through food webs, which of the following explains how energy is flowing in the ecosystem shown above? Flowing. A. The hawk provides energy to Z. B. Y receives energy from the grass. C. X receives energy from only Y and Z. Or D. The lizard provides energy to the grasshopper. Number 11. Which of the following components would have the greatest impact on the flow of energy if removed from the ecosystem in the image above? F. Hawk and mouse. G. Lizard and grasshopper. H. Mouse and trees. Or J. Grass and trees. Number 12. Plant cells use photosynthesis to meet their need for energy, while animal cells take in food for their energy needs. Which of the following statements is true about the way cells obtain and use energy? F. Photosynthesis and digestion of food both involve chemical changes. G. Photosynthesis and digestion involve only physical changes. H. Photosynthesis and digestion involve only chemical changes. J. Photosynthesis is mostly a physical change and digestion is mostly a chemical change. Number 13. Based on the cell theory, one can assume that cells reproduce. Which of the following tenets of the cell theory best validates this assumption? A. All cells come from pre-existing cells by division. B. All known living things are made up of cells. C. All cells are basically the same in chemical composition. Or D. All the energy flow of life occurs within cells. Number 14. Which of the following processes in the human body best represents a chemical change occurring? F. The heart's muscles pumping blood throughout the body. G. The bladder storing urine. H. Cells using oxygen, then excreting carbon dioxide into the blood. J. Water and salts are absorbed from the large intestine. Number 15. The image below compares a river microhabitat and a pond microhabitat within the same ecosystem. Which of the following statements best describes the variety of organisms in these two aquatic microhabitats? A. The river and pond microhabitats will most likely have some of the same producers and some of the same consumers because they are both aquatic and part of the same ecosystem. B. The river and pond microhabitats will most likely have some of the same producers but none of the same consumers because they are both aquatic and are part of the same ecosystem. C. The river and pond microhabitats will most likely have some of the same consumers but none of the same producers because they are both aquatic and part of the same ecosystem. D. The river and pond microhabitats will most likely have all of the same producers and all of the same consumers because they are both aquatic and part of the same ecosystem. Number 16. How would an ecosystem with high biodiversity be able to recover if one food source becomes unavailable? F. Organisms relying on the lost food source can eat a different food source that is available. G. Organisms relying on the lost food source can move to a different ecosystem to find food. H. Organisms relying on the lost food source will die and be replaced with different organisms. J. Organisms relying on the lost food source can grow their own food source in order to survive.